Welcome back to Alchemy Factory, everybody. Today is the day. We are going to start automating the inside of our sales floor. Let me try and get rid of a few of the items in my inventory, stock a few of the shelves, but we are going to start automating this now so that we don't have to manually stock our shelves. I think this is going to save us a lot of time. It's going to require a lot of work to redesign all of this stuff and kind of squeeze everything in here, but I think in the end it's going to be worth it. So what we're going to do, we're going to start by going into our research tree. And let's see, we're going to tier 4. I want the tunnel conveyors, because what this does, a conveyor passage that can be mounted on walls. We're going to unlock that. We're going to unlock the purchasing portal. We're just going to research all of these things right here. What's the next one here? A bank portal. Oh, we need some cash. Let's grab some cash out of one of our storage boxes right here. And we're going to unlock the bank portal as well. Do I need to wait for something else to finish before I can unlock? Yeah, I need to wait for this one to finish before I can research it. Okay, so the tunnel conveyor. Let's take a look at this, because if it does what I think it does, it's going to allow us to build through walls, mounted on walls. So where can we snap it to be like most useful? So does that allow us to send products through? Okay, yep. Okay, that's what we need. That's going to allow us to send our products from out here through the wall into the sales floor. All right. So what we really need is to move all of our shelves. Let's start with that. Let's start by let's let some of this stuff sell through, and then we're going to move these shelves back a bit to give us the space to work with. Because what I want to do is set it up so that it's automated, so that they automatically go in. We're going to use those tunnel conveyors along with the catapults. And I've been putting this off for a while to try and get to the point where we have a lot of things automated. Let's see, where are our catapults? We do have that unlocked, right? Yes, here they are. Catapult can throw items on the shelf. So let's kind of get an idea. We need some gears. Let's grab a stack of those. Just kind of see how this thing... Oh, wrong gear. I need these small ones. Grab a stack of those. Just kind of see how this thing works. If we can get an idea of like its range. All right, so set a target. Oh, we actually need a point to hit. So can we just toss it? Oh, we can't toss it through. Target is too far. All right, so we need to play around and figure out the exact range of these. With the conveyor, there's the hopper conveyor designed to catch thrown items. So, like, I'm wondering what is the range that they can be at. All right, that works. Like, how far can we go, though? Does it say what the range is? Let's hit, what's the button? V. Let's see if it will give us any details in here. Materials, goods, stats. Like, this is all of our statistics on like how much we're producing, but this is not telling me what the range is on these. It'd be good to know so that once we set it up, like, all right, so if we belt in an item to here, it's going to fire it and land it into this hopper, and then I'll take it out into wherever it needs to go. So this is going to help us. This is going to be key. Let's start by setting up the sales floor by like moving things like the shelves to make space for everything. Oh, we got one gear left in there. We can pick that up. I'm going to let a few more things sell through, and then we're going to rearrange our shelves inside the store so that we can start belting the items directly into the storefront. And I think what that's going to mean is I'm going to have to remove all of this stuff right here and kind of redesign how it looks too. All right, so this is kind of what I'm thinking right here. Have my products set up right here on these shelves. So we got 9 slots right there. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more makes 9. Now if we put a catapult at the end of each of these, this should feed all of these sales floors. We just take them all to like this, and then set our target for that shelf. Like that. Okay, yeah, we don't even need to catch them in a conveyor we can just fire them directly on, and this is enough range. We just do 1 to 1 and set all these up like invalid angle. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so maybe that doesn't work. Maybe we need to space them out just a bit. Let's see if this one will hit it. Yeah, that one's not right. We'll remove that one. How about the next one? Is that the right angle? Okay, that one works. Maybe they need to come a little bit closer, but we'll play around with it until we get it figured out. That one won't hit either. So let's do this. Let's get rid of this one. We'll leave a couple of spaces in between. We need to go 1, 2, and then a third one right there. Is that not going to hit? Invalid angle. So I guess let's try and get them a little bit closer. Let's see if that would work if we move, say, 3 blocks closer, 2 or 3 blocks closer. Will the angle be right then? We want it to hit right there. No, that's an invalid angle as well. Okay, so we're just going to have to play around with the spacing of these and find the right distance between them all. So we'll put that one there. We'll remove this one. I wonder if maybe it would be better to push them up against the wall and the angles would be better that way. We can always redo this later. Let's see if we can figure something out to get up and working, though. Let's see. All right, we want this one to the first one. That one to the second one. I think this is going to save us a lot of time. There we go. Yeah, okay, that works. And now for these 3, I probably need to leave... Let's see, how much space do we leave in between them? 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces in between. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces in between... Do we have enough room to squeeze 3 more in right here? 1, 2... come on, snap in there. Well, that one does not like to snap. 2... and 3. That one's kind of janky with the doorway in the way, but if it works, we'll keep it for now. Like I said, we can always redesign this later. I just thought this would really save us some time. Yeah, I like that. That one's good. Okay, so that's the spacing we need. Yep, 4 in between each one. Now that is 12 items we can automatically feed in to each of these shelves. So what I've started doing is just kind of, I got rid of all these tables out here and just started pushing these items back here. I'm going to have to move all of this more than likely to squeeze it all in. And what I would like is to run my conveyor belts. Will they snap right in or do I need a lift? Looks like we need a lift for each one. That's fine. It's kind of disappointing you can't place them right at the bottom. That would be better, but it says it's overlapping with another device, so it is what it is. We will deal with that later if we can. Let's get 3 of these right here. All right, and then that's 12 products we can automate and ship in here to be automatically stocked. And I guess the question is, what do we want, right? Like, what would be the most profitable or the easiest to do? I don't know what we should aim for, but I guess the first things first, we just set up the basics, right? So all this stuff back here is going to have to move. Let's see if we can just, let's see, we hit the B button to copy all of this. Can I just copy it all? B button, bulk clone mode. Let's see if we can just clone this whole setup right here. And we'll just move it. So if we get that, we hit T to cut it out of the way, and we'll just back it up to say right there. What does it say? I need stone. I shouldn't need any stone. It should have picked everything up. Oh, I didn't have enough inventory space. Ah, okay, well, we do now. We do now. We can fix that. It was just the furnace, which this needs to be redesigned anyways, but for now, we'll just set it up back the way it was, just so we can get some more iron production going out of this. And we had our smelter. Let's see. We had it set up like that. Although, it's not ideal, but it is up and working now. Now we just basically need to take all the resources that dropped onto the ground and refeed them back through all the machines. All right, I've got my first couple of lines set up here, and all I'm doing, I need some more planks, which I've got automated over here. All I'm doing is basically taking the items that we want to sell. The basic goods, your gears, your mortars, and I'm sending them through to be sold automatically in the store. Things like stone and building planks, the planks we need, I'm going to keep them over here just so I can have them in my inventory, because we don't sell these. We can't sell those. I'm going to set up stone right here. In fact, all I've got to do is put down a little grinder right over here. Let's set it up to run that way, like that. And we'll put a storage box on the back side of this, and then that way we'll have a constant supply of stone when we need it. This actually needs to move back just a hair, so let's copy this whole recipe, hit T, and back it up to right there, like that. I don't have any stone to put in it right now. I could buy a little bit, I guess. Let's buy a little bit of stone and refill a couple of these machines. So this one's making my mortars right here. Want a couple in that. I don't need a whole lot of stone, but having a little extra is not going to hurt, especially now that we're using everything on the larger storage boxes. We're really going to have a lot more stockpiled. So these are our first items coming in, and as a customer, I need to set this to mortars, and then now that should start filling up with the mortars. I like that. I like that. That's pretty cool. Automated. All right. Now, I guess the next logical item to feed in, let's see, what would be the next one? We've got our big gears. We should probably do small gears, right? Those sell pretty well. Or linen rope. One of these two should be our next one. I think the smaller gears would be an easy line to set up. We essentially just copy this and add an extra step in. So let's hit B for our blueprint mode, and let's copy all of this like that, the whole thing, even the storage. Actually, we won't need the storage, so let's click it again, because we're not going to be storing the big gears. We just want to store the small gears. So let's... Oh, I didn't mean to cut it. Dang, I did not mean to cut that. I wanted to make a copy of that. So let's... There we go. If I grab some planks, I will be able to, if I had enough planks in my inventory. So now let's hit B again. Let's go back, recopy all of this, and let's hit, can we hit restore last blueprint? Yeah, R. That's what we want. And we'll just get this as tight as we can right up against this. Something like that. And now this is going to take some wood in. It's going to turn it into large gears, and then we need, what, a processor to turn it into these smaller gears. We probably need to double this up and go with 2 of these. If my math is remembering correctly on the small gears, they are produced, they take 5 large gears a minute, and these are making 10, 20, 30. Oh gosh, 30 large gears. So that's going to be a ton of these. That's okay. Let's do... Oh, I need more planks. So just grab a whole stack this time, Jimmy. There we go. Let's just do as many as we can. So if each one of these is producing small gears at... It's intaking 5 a minute. We're doing 30. It means we need 6, right? 6 times 5. So that's 4. That's 5. And that one will be 6 if we grab one more large gear. Like that. Okay, that's... Do we really want to maximize the number of large gears we're spitting out? Probably not. We could probably do this on this same line, because we're probably not going to sell all those gears at once. But if we come to that, we'll do it. For now, I'm just gonna get this as fast as possible. So each one of these can do 2. So we'll need to remove a few of these belts and redesign the belt right here. We want them to come out 2, like that. This middle one, remove that one. This middle one will do 2 belts, or 2 machines for that one. And then this last one we'll do, let's go like that. And then 2 machines right there. Okay, now that's going to maximize our small gears. We're going to be making way more small gears than we will almost certainly ever need. How should we do this? We should belt this from this side in. It's probably going to back up. Let's do it like, let's do 2 or 3 at a time. Let's do half and half. So 3 into there, 3 into that one, and come out 1. And then we want it to go to right here. And then we want a storage container, something like this. I need small gears. Grab a couple of these coming off the line and put down our storage container. We want it to be like this, so we want that one to feed in just like that. Now there's all of our small gears going into this storage box, and now we just need to take one belt out, run it over, and then all the way down to right there. There we go. There's our first 3 items, fully automated. The shelves should stay stocked. Oh, hello everybody. Oh, sorry for your wait. I had no idea. We must have filled up on money again. Okay, so how we're going to alleviate that problem, I think, is with the bank portal, a device used to convert back and forth between 2 different coins with the ability to set the amount of coins output. So I just have to figure out how to use this, but I think what this bank portal does is take our copper coins and turns them into silver coins so that they store much easier in chests, because I think it's like 1,000 to 1. So this would be 5 silver coins, and if they stack the same, this would probably, all this coins right here would stack into, you know, 1 chest, if that, 1 small chest of silver coins. So we'll just have to figure out the conversion rate. All right, but there's our first 3 items, fully automated. I love it. Look at those little gears just jumping right in there. That is so satisfying. That's cool. Okay, so our first 3 items are done. We kind of overbuilt this, I understand, but what's the next item? Linen thread. We already have a linen thread line somewhere right here. All we'll really do, we'll need to rework it a bit. We need to optimize it a bit because I think this line right here is maximized. This one's not because we didn't have enough space on the table, but since we'll be building it on the floor because we've got all this room now, we'll just put things on the floor. So essentially I will copy this line right here and duplicate it. So something like this. Let's grab this. And actually I don't want that storage box. I am going to rework it. Just like that. I don't want the little storage box at the end either. Let's just hit T to grab it. We're going to take it back here. We need to leave a little bit of room for our, yeah, we'll do 2 of them like that. So we need to leave a little bit of room for storage boxes back here. I need more gears. Little big ones or small ones? I don't know. Oh gosh. Has it pulled through all of those already? Oh, we need to fill up the machines. We've run out of wood. Oh, I also forgot to set all these machines to recipe. That'll be why you're not getting any gears out of it, Jimmy. You gotta tell it what recipe to make. There we go. All right, now we should be getting plenty of small gears coming through. Let me grab a few of these here so we can get, what do we need, 12, I think? I'll just snag a few off the line. There we go. We can put down our storage box back here. Oh, we probably need more because we're gonna need to do this twice. I'm trying to think, what's the best way to... the end of the day. We're going to make some money, but we spent some money. I don't know. How do we do it on day 31 here? Do we actually turn a profit? We should have. Right? Yeah, because I didn't spend that much money. Yeah. I was basically trying to sell the sales through... empty the sales floor so I could move all that stuff around. But okay, that's going. Let's grab 12 more, because we're going to need to make another storage box. So 12 more of those small gears. We'll put down our storage box back here. I think something like that ought to work. We need to... That belt is incorrect. We need it to flow in like that, which means this one is incorrect also because we copied it like that. There we go. Yes, that appears to be flowing correctly now. All right, so now we just fill this up with linen, or I'm sorry, flax. I guess in the meantime, we could put some the linen thread we picked up off the line and dump it into here. And that's going to make our linen fiber, linen thread, and then that's going to turn it into the rope. And we just need a storage box for all this at the end, which means we need more small gears. I just need to grab a stack, but they haven't quite made a stack of them yet. We're waiting on this line to fill up. Let's put our storage box at the end. Something like this right here. And we can feed that one into there and that one into there. And that's going to take all of our linen thread or rope into there. And then we're just going to run a belt over to the output. I want it to be, what, right here? Oh, I need blocks, planks. Grab a stack of planks. And we want this line to run... Probably be easier to come backwards, right? Oh, no, because then it's going to flow it in the wrong direction. It's got to line it up. There we go. Oh, okay, I can walk it all the way over. That's right, that's right, that's right. All right, and that is going to automate our rope. That's going to go into this shelf right here. And that's going to be fully automated, ready to go. So since we already had the blueprints, and we're just copying and pasting most of our blueprints that we previously used, just dropping them down on the floor, this is going pretty fast, pretty smooth, pretty easy. I just got to go get some flax and fill these chests back up. We should have some grown. Yeah, all right. Let me harvest a little flax, fill those machines up to make sure we can fill up our sales floor with linen rope. In the meantime, our blueprint has finished researching for this new bank portal. Let's kind of take a look at how this looks. I'm just going to put one down. I guess anywhere will work, just to see how this works, because I've not tried this at all. So we want to set this up to make silver coins. So it should deposit 1 silver coin now for every copper coin that comes in, right? Or so for every 1,000 copper coins that come in, it should make 1 silver coin. So we should start seeing this portal. Does it fill up like a storage box? Oh, no, it's just a portal. Okay, so it's just going to transfer it. We will still need a storage box at the end. Once this runs through a bit, I can probably get rid of most of these storage boxes. You know what? What would be better? Could we use this really big storage box? We need some gears. I think that might be better to use that really big storage box. Let's try that. That would, if it holds more, that would make sense. We should be using it instead, like that. And now this should be flowing. Yeah, there we go. There's our silver coins going in. It's basically just taking our copper coins, transferring them into the silver coins, and dropping them into this storage box. So that's going to alleviate, it should empty out all these storage boxes here, and we can clean this up once that's kind of run through a bit. But there's our first 4 lines. What do we need to automate next and send through? What's the next material? After rope... small gears. Oh, nails or linen or bandages. Let's do our linen and bandages right next to each other, because they should probably come off of the same line, would be the easiest way to do it. In fact, I think that's how... Oh, I forget where I placed it down. I picked it up, copied it, and pasted that setup down. Oh, here it is, back here. So this is our healing potions are feeding into the linen to make bandages right here. So see, this whole thread is this whole factory right here is a little convoluted, but it essentially is going to take all this flax, turn it into our linen right here, and then our healing potions are going to combine with that to make the bandages. Okay, yeah. So that's the one we want to copy and paste in next. Probably have to move these, which means I can delete. Oh, I can delete this right here with the gears. Yeah. I can delete all of this back here. If I have the inventory space, I will grab all those gears and everything out of there. And we just need to delete that whole thing like that. I just wanted to make sure I had the storage capacity to hold it all. And okay, that's all full. All right, let me find somewhere to stick all of this flax. Where were we going to put it? Oh yeah, back here. Fill up this machine with flax. All right, so the next thing we need to set up is our bandage line, our linen and bandage. So here's linen and here is bandages. So we'll need to configure the outputs a little differently, but for now, let's just copy everything and paste it back over in that factory, which probably means we're going to not have enough inventory space. So I'm just going to leave the storage chests right there for now, because they should be, I think they're full of flax. Let's take it like this. We'll take it in 2 stages. And we want to rotate it, see if this is going to even fit in here. I think I want it like that. We want it to have enough space for our storage boxes behind it. So something like this, I think, is what we want. And we just had our storage boxes going directly into it. So I will take everything out of these that I can. Oh, they are actually mostly empty. So we should be good on this. We probably could have picked it all up. Oh well, that's fine. Hit B again, copy all of these, hit T to paste them into the build, rotate them in. We want them facing that direction, like that. All right. Now, we need to put our potions like right here, that potion setup, like right here, and feed it into there. Now, the only difference being is we're going to split our bandages, our linen, off of this line. So this little storage box is not going to work. We're going to want a bigger storage box. So let's pick that up. Let's put down a large box. We're going to need small gears. Grab a stack of those. We're going to put this right up against this machine, actually. Like that. And then we can take the extras out. Straight. Come on. Snap where I want you, please. Yeah, we're going to take them straight out like this. And then this is going to be our bandages outputting. We're going to want a large container for that. I guess that's fine like that. And then we want our, what do we want? How do we want to do this? We want our linen and then bandages. Or should we do bandages and then linen because of the way they're coming out of the machines? I think we're going to do bandages and then linen. So let's come across to here. Right? Straight over, like... Can we get it over one more? Yeah, like that. And we basically just want to turn this, run that to there. That's our bandages, so we just need to reconfigure this because I think I've got it set up. That is linen, but we now want it to be bandages. We want this one to be our linen, like that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and fill this up with what I've got in my inventory. I don't think I've got any Oh, I do have a few bandages where I picked up the machines. All right. So then we flow our linen down, and it's going to flow right next to this. Stop there and turn in. Like that. There we go. Now we just have to fill these machines up with flax. So I'll probably need to grow a new batch of flax and fill those up. But then we also need to move this assembly station over as well. I am going to, let's see, hit X to bulk delete all of this belts right here. Missed one. Hit confirm. Pick all that up. Now this whole machine, we need to clone it, and we want to hold shift to just kind of select the whole thing. Once we've got the whole thing selected, we let go of shift, and there we go. We've got the whole machine. We just want to cut it, and it drops all the materials because we don't have enough storage space. But we want it to sit... I don't guess it matters how it looks. We just have to squeeze it in. Oh, I'm short on rope. Crap. I'm short on rope. Oh, I'm short on inventory space, too, is the reason I can't pick it up. Let's just drop some... can we just drop this out of our inventory? Eesh. We can't. Alright, then let's see what we can drop. We got some flax. Yeah, just drop some flax out of our inventory like that. Alright, pick this back up. The rope. I need 6. 6 rope. Alright, now we should be able to hit B, hit R to restore our last blueprint. This is so well designed, this game. And we want to feed that I guess it doesn't matter how we place it. Like, we could rotate it this way. Or this way. I think I'm going to set it like that. And then just belt this in. We want all of that to flow into right here for our healing potions. Now we just got to fill that up with the sage and the flax, which should all be on the ground over here. Yeah, bunch of sage, bunch of flax, all the extra stuff. We'll grab all this, fill those machines back up, and then they can start producing our finished products and ship them out to be sold. Easy. Like the way that's looking. All of our bandages and linen is flowing down. We got end of day. And we didn't even stock the shelves a single time that time. That's great. So yeah, I like the way this is looking. Our bandages and linen are running down. That is essentially all of our basic materials. The first 6 items completely stocked, all automated. We don't have to touch anything in the store right here for those first 6 items. I think the next thing we're going to set up is like wooden pulleys, nails, and maybe bricks at the end there. I would like to squeeze in glass as well. May have to put them over here or find a different shelf, and we need to find a way to start automating our healing potions into here, but that is going to be for the next episode. I like the progress we've made so far. I think this is working very well, and of course all of our silver is being cleaned up. Yep, our copper coins are being turned into silver. That's working great. Thank you guys so much for watching. I had a lot of fun setting this up. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit the thumbs up button. Lets me know you enjoy the content, you'd like to see more. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing so you don't miss out on a future episode, and we'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching.